Our lesson for today is the final stage or the termination stage of group development. In connection to it, I will be talking about the perspective of final stage and the facilitative ways of dealing with termination or the final stage of the group. Let's see what is the final stage or the termination phase of a group all about. In the final phase of the life of a group, it is important we do attend to the closing of members' experience. This is true for individual counseling as well as any personal experience you do have, because the way an experience ends will color your memory of the entire experience. So, if we close well on a high note, we have got to experience or we have to remember, we can remember those experiences in a positive note than if it's not ended well. And now, how do we help the group to end well? I would like to mention here a few points. The first point, the final phase is the time for members to consolidate their learning and develop strategies for transferring those learned experiences from the group to daily life. In other words, it is the time for members to express and process their feelings and thoughts about the experiences in the group. Now, second point, we have to bear in mind that endings are normally emotionally charged and complex. For many group members, therefore, it is difficult to go through this specific phase. However, the members need to face the reality of termination and learn how to say goodbye in a meaningful manner. If the group has been truly therapeutic, the members will be able to extend their learning outside the group, even though they may experience a sense of sadness and loss. So, as a leader, your task is not only to assist members in making plans to implement their in group learning to real life situations, but also to bring a closure to their experiences. So, here is where the significance of providing a structure comes in. If the leader fails to provide a structure that helps members to review and integrate what they have learned, the potential for learning permanent lessons is likely to be lost. So therefore, the members should be, therefore, the group leaders should be skilled enough to process the painful experiences of the group members during the termination stage. And now again, the third point, because termination is the ending of something, some members do not turn up for the last session because they don't like the picture of loss experience with the people. Therefore, the group leaders have to be mindful how different members are experiencing the termination of the group. So, now I'm going to talk about the effective ways of terminating a group. There are different ways of ending a group. I will be discussing here with you a few of them. The first one is dealing with the feelings of the members. So, as the group moves towards termination phase, avoidance and denial are the common feelings you notice among the members. Oftentimes, their fear would be of losing the genuine bond of intimacy and the trust and safe place where they can be themselves without the fear of rejection. So, here, the task of the group leader is to facilitate an open discussion for the members and encourage them to express their feelings of loss, sadness, fear, etc. It is also very useful if the leader could remind them that if they find this group special, close, caring, and supportive, it is because they made the choice and did the work together. So, likewise, they can make similar choices and commitments and be equally successful in their relationship outside the group. So, now, the second point. The second way of terminating a group effectively is by examining the effects of the group on the members or consolidating the in-group learning experiences of the members. So here, the group leader has to assist the members to do two tasks. First one, to ask the members to put into words what they have learned from the entire group experience. Secondly, ask the members how they intend to apply their increased self-understanding and in-group learning in the daily life situations. By doing so, the members begin to think of making specific plans to continue to build on what they have learned in the group. And to make this procedure simpler, the group leader can encourage members to share information such as what they have learned about their individual strengths and talents in the group, or in what ways has the group been a meaningful one for you. You can further ask how you plan to continue making positive changes in building healthy relationships outside the group. So these are some of the questions that you can give to the members to assist them in examining what they have experienced in the group or the impact of the group on them. Now, thirdly, giving and receiving feedback. So we know that giving and receiving feedback are crucial during the final phase because feedback at this point has a focus on integration and synthesis of learning that happened in the group. Now, here again, the leader can facilitate the session by providing certain guidelines to the members. For example, you can suggest the members to begin giving feedback saying, if I could give you one thing, it would be. So you ask the members to fill that. Okay? Or some of the things I have learned from you are, let them say. Okay? So this would make the feedback more personal and meaningful for the individual rather than giving a global feedback. I liked it. I like the way you explained. I like the way you actively participated in the group. I would like to remember you as a person who is very generous and helping nature. Those are some of the global feedbacks. So you need to be very specific when you give feedback to your members. Hence, the group as it nears termination, constructive feedback stated in a positive and genuine manner will be an opportunity for growth and for the closure of experiences for the members. So this is the third point. Now moving on to the fourth point or the fourth technique of dealing with termination is dealing with setbacks. You know, even with hard work and commitment, members will not always get what they expected from their encounters in the group. Therefore, during the final stage of a group, it is helpful we reinforce the members so that they can cope with realistic setbacks and avoid getting discouraged and giving up. For instance, a member was working on his anger management issues. He may feel very disappointed and frustrated if he loses his temper in quite a number of occasions. For such individuals, you have to gently give a message of hope that change cannot happen instantaneously. You will have to gradually work for this change to happen in you. And also make them realize that even a small change in the first step towards a new direction. Further again, For these members, creating a support system is a good way to help deal with setbacks and keep focused on what they need to do to accomplish their goals. And follow-up sessions also will be of great help to evaluate each member's progress once the group is terminated. With this, I would like to close the session on the final stage of group development.